Maiden Voyage. Near Isla Morada, we're going to go down to Marathon.
We did not hit anything.
Big squall.
Doesn't sound promising. I'm not as nervous as I was.
We're motoring. We spent decades chasing the American dream, only to realize that working more to have more wasn't exactly the dream we expected to be living. Together, we walked away from it all to rediscover what's really necessary to live a rewarding life. Inspired by other YouTubers, we bought a fixer-upper sailboat in the hopes of discovering the world anew. Just as soon as we learned to sail.
What are we doing today?
Sailing.
Woo! It's my first sail ever.
Maiden Voyage.
Yes. So it's, we had a lot to do this morning. We had to finish servicing our outboard, which our neighbor Richard helped us with. So thank you, Richard. And Mark helped us change out our fuel filter.
Legend.
And then we had to tie stuff down, bring our beanbag in, put away a bunch of stuff. I think there's going to be a lot of lessons learned on this.
Wow, I hope there's no lessons learned.
On this maiden voyage. Well, I'm not so sure that that's going to happen.
Jink, go outside, turn around 3 times.
That we're just going to be perfect on our first try.
Be perfect on our first try.
So, and then last night we had to do a lot of learning our chart plotter and getting all those kinks worked out because we had to update stuff. And so I think we're ready today. We were supposed to leave yesterday, and we had an issue with the alternator.
We own a boat.
Yes, so we think we have everything resolved as far as major things, and we'll be on our way in just a little while.
Okay, here's today's voyage. We're going to start up here. We're in Tavernier at the moment, near Isla Morada. We're going to go down to Marathon, which is a pretty good ways down the Keys. Let's see if I can show you the whole Florida Keys from Big Pine to Key West. So, you know, we're running a good, I don't know what that is, a little more than half of the Keys distance today. Should be about, I think it's about 40, 45 miles, something like that.
We did not run aground.
We're still in the channel though, and have to get over the shoals. So
it's a little cloudy. We might get a little rain, but it should still be pretty good.
We got to get around this sandbar here. That's what we're trying to do. You can kind of see the patch right there. missed the big squall.
You want to give us an update?
Very rainy, really rough seas. We kind of went right behind the squall. Now we're dodging lobster pots.
It's calmed down a little bit.
Yep, we've gone from kind of 20 knots easterly to 2, kind of right off the bow. So we ran with the Ginny out for a little bit. Too rough. Got a little windy. So we're motoring.
And I have not been feeling good. We had some really rough, I don't know. I thought it was really rough.
It was very rough.
Waves and
we had a storm, 20 knots and high seas.
Yeah.
You don't have to apologize.
We were rocking pretty good.
Yeah.
So I've had to lean over the side a few times.
Offload your breakfast.
But hopefully we get there before the sun sets. That's our goal. But I don't know. Do you think we'll make it before the sun sets? Doesn't sound promising. We will see.
How does it feel?
It feels alright. I mean, it's easier to steer in these waves than it was earlier. So, it feels pretty good. I just don't feel that great, but I'm not as nervous as I was.
Almost 6, so we're gonna have to turn on some lights pretty soon. For maybe, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, let's say, from the channel entrance into Marathon. So, unfortunately, we'll be getting in, you know, darkish. Headed for the City Marina mooring field, where Heather's gonna catch a mooring for the first time. Other than that, I mean, I think we're free of the lobster pots now. There's only a few of them, fingers crossed.
That's Marathon. But over here is a storm offshore. All set.
All set. Comes our first dolphin. Right on the bow. People are going to say, why are they traveling with the barbecue pit out? These guys are rookies, they don't know what they're doing.
Mile bridge. To Key West, which is not where we're going. here. Well, we made it. It wasn't before dark. It was quite after dark.
We made the canal entrance at dark, but it's a long entrance to get back here into the mooring, so definitely dark when we got here. We couldn't find our way.
Yeah, we really struggled with just finding our spot here, our actual mooring spot. We picked up a first mooring.
Went to one, it wasn't it. We circled around and just grabbed a mooring so we could stop and tried to get our bearings with a online map. It's a big mooring field, so before you pick on us too bad. And everything is supposedly marked, but I guess most have been now that we're looking around this morning.
Yeah, a lot of them are marked well, but unfortunately ours is not one of them.
It's just not intuitive as you come in and it, you know, splits, the channel splits, and there's two different fields and there's an anchorage behind it and there's boats everywhere, and so you know, it just took a while, but luckily we had a cool neighbor.
Yes, Brian came to our rescue.
Thank you, Brian.
He's on
Raggedy Ann, something like that. I can't
yeah,
remember what his name.
yeah,
Anyway, yeah, he came and hooked us up, talked to us a little, and you know, that was it.
Yep. But we made it safe and sound.
Maiden Voyage done. Check.
Check. Lessons learned. Yes. Time for breakfast.
Yeah, we got to get settled, get breakfast, check in at the marina.
In, yeah,
we got a bunch to do today, so we'll take you along for as much as we can. Really nice. This is a floating dock just as you're coming into the marina. It puts us really close to the Cheeky and our favorite area, which is the lounge. A big fan of the facilities here in Marathon, and in fact, if you like seeing some of that behind the scenes or how we live, leave us a comment or ask us a question and we'll do our best to show you more of that. We really had two purposes in moving the boat and coming down here. The first was that we kind of needed a little bit of a shakedown cruise. There were some things that we thought may not perform up to our expectations. I think the alternator fits into that category. I probably need to spend a little more time working on that. There were things we thought would probably break, just in general. I did not think it would really be the throttle cable or shift cable, but both of those were a bit dodgy, so good timing on that. We'll end up replacing those as well. But it was the first time Heather had had kind of a full day cruise. It's the first time we had caught a mooring someplace, and of course we get the change of scenery and living a little differently, and it's a good kind of shakedown trial effort. But the main reason, or second reason, that we came down to Marathon is to haul out in Marathon Boatyard. We have a couple of projects that are a little beyond us dealing with in the marina. So we want to replace a couple of through holes. We're going to replace a couple of seacocks, and it's a great opportunity for us to get a bottom job done. So we worked out some timing with Marathon Boatyard to get on the hard, to do a haul out and get some repairs done. Coincidentally, Hurricane Ian decided to make an appearance on us as well. So we've got a lot to share with you here in the coming weeks. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of the action. But haul outs, repairs, hurricanes, it's about to get exciting here on Garuda.